They set, and away they go. Voltifast got an awkward start, lost about a length coming out of the gates. Pomo Clapper began well, that's along the rail, passed by Karoo Gold on the far side, who's now gone off to lead them, and a little bit keen is Karoo Gold, and gone 2 lengths clear of Pomo Clapper racing in second. To the rescue races, one off the fence in third, the brown and white colours as touched by Stars along his inside. Then we go 2 lengths to Sword of Mercy. Voltifast is one from last, and at the back end of the field is Caliburn, and that's about 9 to 10 lengths off the leader as Karoo Gold takes them to the 1200 metre marker, the leader by about 4 to 5 lengths. Pomo Clapper races in the second spot. On the outside of that is To the Rescue racing in third and got 7 lengths to make up. Touched by Stars races further back in the field now. On the outside is Sword of Mercy. The black cap gives the leader 9 or 10 lengths start, and further back is Caliburn, and Voltifast races at the back end of the field as they go towards the 800 metre mark, and Karoo Gold is skipped clear by about 8 or 9 lengths from Pomo Clapper racing in second. The green sleeves and caps, Sword of Mercy's come to the outside, and then To the Rescue between runners. Further back in the field is Touched by Stars, Caliburn, and Voltifast. The trailer got about 12 to make up as they homeward bound. 600 metres left to go. Karoo Gold still holds a 5-length advantage over Pomo Clapper. To the Rescue got 7 to make up. Then comes Sword of Mercy. Caliburn's towards the outside, also making inroads, and further back is Voltifast. Then comes Touched by Stars. They come down to the last 300 metres, and it's Karoo Gold still in front by 2 lengths from Pomo Clapper down the centre. To the Rescue is getting into it, and so too does Caliburn towards the outside, but it's still in front. Karoo Gold with 150 to go. To the Rescue still a bit green, drifting to the inside, but comes home strongly, gets to the front from Karoo Gold, and To the Rescue will go on and win. Second place to Karoo Gold. Then came behind that Caliburn, followed by Touched by Stars. So To the Rescue's 2 from the right-hand side, and the white cap here under Piers Stratum, and as you can see is drifting inwards. But for the moment it's still Karoo Gold, and then To the Rescue comes home strongly and picks up the lead in the last bit and gets up to win it. 1-3-2-7 is how they cross the line.
Well, it is the recently grounded runner that has come through to win a race. Number 1 went off as favourite, and that is To the Rescue in those world-famous silks of the Becks. And before we do anything else, let's congratulate the groom who looks after To the Rescue, and that is Tando. But to receive the check is, of course, our man. John, please give our congratulations to Tando for the first winning groom check, courtesy of World Sports Betting. Thank you very much.
Well done, Tando, for the winner. Well done the owners, well done Mr. Terry, and well done the team for the stable. Well done Striker. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done to Striker indeed, and he's our next man. I said at the beginning of the show you could be a man who holds quite a few aces on the card, but let's talk about this one. Went down quietly, and a good pace was set.
Yeah, you know, he's his own worst enemy. I think that's why well done to Sean for gelding him. I think he needed it. I rode him his second start. He doesn't jump, and then you at the back of the field, it doesn't go, and then all of a sudden down the straight he sort of just picks it up, but not at a fast pace, at a slow pace. So it worked out well today because the field was small, and even though he was slowish at the gates, a lot of guys tucked in behind, and that left me to sit third, fourth. Beautiful position, and had to pick him up early, and yeah, I was just glad that he got there. You know, like you say, I've got a couple of nice rides. Nice to start off the day.
Indeed. But report card ultimately after this race, good future ahead?
He didn't beat much, so he's a nice looking horse, but I think we'll have to take it race by race.
Thank you so much. And last one, nice runners. Which is your best of the rest?
You know, I cut it down to Mary's Green Light. I know that filly of, I think it's the Crawfords, it's favourite. At the weight turnover, we've got a beat, but she's a young filly, she's only had 3 runs for 2 wins, so she could improve a lot more. Yeah, I thought Mary's Green Light and maybe Hawkbill at the back, but he also doesn't really help you in the race. I'm hoping that things go away.
Thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you so much.
Right, talking to Sean Terry, and a good start for the leading stable of Sean Terry. Nice start to the afternoon, Sean. Gelding, obviously no adverse reaction.
No, he's taken it reasonably well. This run was coming a little bit soon, but it was the right race. And although I felt he was just underdone, we had to go for it. He's got a program ahead of him, and just lovely to have Pierre aboard. I mean, Pierre's an absolute legend, and great to have somebody of his caliber get onto a horse like this. Yeah.
I know you've got a saddle or Jet Dynasty in the next. Just your rest of the afternoon. Now, some of us, unfortunately, a lot of people didn't catch the post-race interviews. But Donny, in one of their trials, actually makes good reading, a maiden against the winners, and certainly looks to have ability of sorts.
I thought his first run, his debut run, was exceptional. We got a little bit cheeky, and we went for a few of those incentive races over short of his best. And then he let us down over a mile where we had to make the call to geld him too. But I thought his comeback run over 14 was reasonable. I think he'll get every ounce of the trip. He comes in with a lovely weight. It's definitely worth taking a chance.
Last question, litigation. Can it be 3 on the bounce over course and distance? No, Gavin, this afternoon.
Yeah, he loves the course and distance. We've got to remember that there's a few horses in the race that come in very well weighted, especially at the bottom. So this is a prep run for him, and I'd love to see him come through with a win. But we are up against it at the weights, and I am mindful of it. It's not like it's, I've only realized it now. It's that there's some bottom weights that have a big turnabout at the weights with him. So he needs to step up today. He really tries hard. He loves the course and distance, as you just alluded to. But I'd like to say, obviously, a big thank you to Anthony Beck. Those silks are also legendary. The fact that he buys me horses every year, complete trust and faith in our team, that gives me a lot of confidence to have a client like that.
Thanks for your feedback, Sean. It's a hot day, and I know you've got some work to do for race number 2. This is for the Becks as the members of the ROA, courtesy of the ROA. So that is a popular start to the afternoon. Thanks so much, Sean.
Obviously, Betway, their support of racing is colossal, and the support to my yard is appreciated.
Of course, couldn't have chosen a better ambassador along with Mike de Kock. They are the ambassadors of Betway. And of course, talking about Gavin, who normally partners litigation, deepest condolences. I'm sure over the last few months he has often sent regards to his aunt Belinda, but we learned that unfortunately she passed on. Gavin, our thoughts are with you. Our thoughts are with Kevin. Our thoughts are with all the Lewina family. You are dear to our hearts, and certainly in this time of mourning, we wish you well, and may you have all the strength.